The Whip, the brand new Netflix film, or as I like to call it, when you drink a little bit too much dairy. But this brand new Netflix film stars Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, which is directed by Joe Cohan, and the plot of this movie seems kind of interesting plot, which is a group of police officers are about to invade a cartel house. They believe there's some money there, some big chunk of money. They evade the house, they find the money. It's a hell of a lot more money than they thought it would be. They thought it would be like 150K or 400K, but no, it's like 200 mil. $200 million. And things happen. Things shift. When there's a lot of money on board, people start shifting their minds and thinking, turning one another. And people have, different motives and different reasons and not telling other people. And, friends become enemies and enemies become friends. And then, who you think of the good guys are turn to be the bad guys and vice versa. Those type of movies, right? And on principle, it could have been a decent, like at least a good, solid movie. But after watching this film, I went, that's it? Meh. I was a little bit meh on it. Like, the first 20 minutes, also the first, 10 minutes of the movie, the prologue of this film, is set up and just exposition heavy. It's just exposition. Like, there's this whole scene of the two characters getting interrogated, and it's meant to be, giving you a sense of who these two police officers are. But it's just exposition. You're just telling us about their relationship. You're telling us about how they don't like their job and who they are as people and how sucky their lives are. You're telling us all these things. You're not showing these things. I mean, sure, it opens with the death of a captain, of a police captain. So there's a bit of a mystery of who killed the police captain, who's the cop killer. Yeah, sure, fine. There's a bit of a mystery over it, but you're thinking, well, there's that's. But I would with that, I immediately felt like knowing this is about money. Oh god, sorry, my notes. Because it's all about, a collection of cartel money. I'm like, I know this whole police officer, captain murder thing is going to be shoe-in at the end. And it's shoe-in at the end. And it gets cherry-picked a couple of times. Swinkled just to mind the audience that is a thing. That happened in the first couple minutes of the movie. But the whole question is still on the cash. And there's not a lot going on here, really. It's not much meat to the bone with this movie. They're trying to give us a mystery and try to see these two characters, our main two characters, Ben Affleck's character and Matt Damon's character. But it's not really anything the tension of it doesn't make any sense with the tension. I mean, seriously, seriously, just close the door. You don't need to have a conversation 4 houses across. You could merely just close the door and have the conversation. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to have this tension and have all this stuff going, happening left, right, and center. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And maybe because, it's in the trailer, the whole thing of, ooh, Matt Damon's character is about to turn, he wants the money, and all that kind of stuff, what is his plans? I think I felt like I could see the end goal a mile away. I could see the end goal a mile away. Now, there's a little bit of action in this, bit of shaky cam, which I went, oh no, we're getting shaky cam. We got shaky cam happening. But there's a small car chase and the fist fights look, it's no It's no Bourne Ultimatum. Let's say that it's no Bourne Ultimatum. But I'm watching this movie, and it's like anything that they try to give it a sense of tension and give you a sense of what's going to happen. It doesn't really feel like sometimes things are disconnected just for the sake of connection. There's no like validity towards the main story as a whole. Like, and the twist at the end, as much as I say, it's, you know, I could kind of see it slightly a mile away, but it's not the most engaged. It's not. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm like, but at the end, when that happens, you just go, oh yeah, sure. Sure, of course, that's the reasoning. I mean, naturally, in my head, I'm just thinking, there's a lot of money. People want money. People want to be rich. The end. But no, we have to have this big explanation. This big reasoning for it. Yeah. I just, like, this is a really good cast. Decent director. So there was a lot of promise going on. But it's just like, whatever they tried to do here, it just didn't work. It just didn't work with the movie. So I just don't know. I mean, you know, I want to be that guy who said, well, the cinematography's not that bad. Yeah, the cinematography's fine. Also, there's just a lot of scenes of people counting cash. It does feel like here's a plot of, you know what this is? This is like a 80-minute movie getting switched to nearly 2 hours. Like, it just felt like there's not much bone here. There's not much meat to the bone for its one time. And because of it, things are slugging along. Things are slugging. It's just like, just really, yeah. It's cool to see, Chelsea Kare, who played Supergirl in the Flash movie. It's nice to see her, you know, do something else. And that. But, yeah, I mean, I thought, like, hey, this might be a decent movie, you know? You know, decent director, cast, you know, the leads are good, and then, you know, is a good, you know, leading two actors. Thought it'll be decent. Thought at least be out west good, but panned out not so much. Anyway, comment below, let me know your thoughts on The Whip.